Well, it's been 6 months and here we are, hobby to manufacturing, part 1. I apologize that I haven't had any content come out the past 6 months, but this has just been a phenomenal amount of work, way more work than I thought it was going to be, and money, but we're here. From the time that this went from a hobby to a business and now to manufacturing, where we got our permits and we started producing product in here, was 11 months. This just happened super fast. So the goal for this place is to continue to make educational and entertaining videos. You know, woodworkers, they learn a lot from this. It's entertainment for, you know, for an amount of people who enjoy watching these kind of videos, and it also helps me find my customers and drive them to my website and eventually purchasing my products, which, you know, is the reason why we're here. Now, I had lots of goals and ideas on how to try to actually grow my YouTube, but I never thought that 100,000 subscribers was ever even a realistic goal to have, let alone, you know, have a facility like this where I could have a product that was in this kind of demand. And it's been a phenomenal experience and really humbling. A year ago, if you asked me if this is where I would be, and there's no way, would have never thought. So I can't thank you guys enough for being a part of this channel, and the support has just been overwhelming in a good way. You know, the amount of people who have contacted me to offer advice, like Bob Taylor and others, for manufacturing, marketing, web design, woodworking. I mean, the amount of advice has been amazing. And for all you woodworkers or people who might be, you know, in a situation of starting a business, Bob's book is phenomenal. That book is like almost written for me at this time in my life. I've read it a couple of times now. It was amazing to talk to you, so thank you, Bob. So to put all this together and make all this happen, we refinanced our house. I sold an old truck of mine that I've had forever, sold a camper, some mining equipment. Turns out it's a really good time to sell stuff with all the COVID shortages. But, you know, that puts a big strain on myself and my family and my wife. You know, I'm really lucky that she supports this. Also, I had to go into a little bit of debt to get the electrical put in, which was not cheap, to stock up on all of this wood. So I have all the materials to make the product, because there is also a lot of wood shortages. It's hard to get some of these exotics. So I had to stock up on lumber. Maybe ordered a little bit too much, but spent quite a few months looking for a shop. Tried to buy as much used equipment as possible, just scouring Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist every single day throughout the day, and I really tried to buy as much used equipment as possible. This is the video on how we put all this together. So this is hobby to manufacturing part 1. You know, we went from hobby to business to manufacturing within 11 months. And hobby to manufacturing part 2 here will be, you know, up and running and showing the full process of this. So hope you guys enjoy.
Hold off for a second.
One place in particular was a really nice place, really nice wood shop where somebody had passed away, but the lease and the stuff, it didn't work out for a lot of reasons, but that would have been a nice little place. Oh man, that's sweet. Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Well, first tool show up in Alaska somehow got left out in the rain, and this was not supposed to happen. Look at all my handles, they're all rusty, all my cast iron handles. Man, the day keeps getting better. So the South Bend sander is supposed to have the precision ground cast iron table, but it's aluminum. Comes right off. Should quit while I'm still ahead for the day. Wifey's helping me. Made this contraption a little while ago so I could move stuff around without a forklift or a crane. But I gotta get this stuff off of the trailer to pick up the new stuff. Pretty excited about the new stuff.
All I gotta do is figure out a way to get it out.
Look at this thing.
Oh, you stay back.
Oh, this is exciting. I can't believe what kind of fire sale I just got. Look at this. Workbench, sander, planer, joiner, industrial, bandsaw, mortiser, and a slide table, 12-inch table saw. I'm using up all my good luck here, as Ian would say. Still can't believe this is happening. Lots of deals, lots of used equipment, lots of new equipment coming. You know, when this all started 8 months ago, I had no idea. Would have never thought that we would be to this point, but here we are. Okay, we got her home. She's gonna have to stay here for a week. Gonna have to get her tied down before the rain comes. This has just been a crazy amount of rain the past 2 weeks. Hopefully that'll make it through the next couple of rainstorms. I got a week before I can get a forklift and get into the shop. These are done. They need feet, and they need photos, get on the website, notifications, they need the cheese arms. Back to work. So we had 5 solid days of rain, and I only had about an hour to get it tarp before the rain came, but now that the rain's gone, first day in 5 days we got some sun. Look at that rust already. Must have condensated in here, left the film, a couple of drops. What a bummer. My joiner's okay. The slide saw definitely got some rust on it. I should have known better. I should have sprayed these things down with WD before I even put the tarp over it, but I was in such a rush. She came out pretty good, so trying to get the boards packed. They're sold and they got to be shipped. I'm almost done, but today all the lease paperwork, the meeting. Time to make some sawdust. Thank you. And everything from insurance, getting the forklift lined up so I can get these tools off of the trailer, get them into the shop. Stuff is happening fast. It's awesome. I'm super nervous, definitely excited. Are you in the shop? Say shop. This is the new shop. Say yes. Yes. Yeah. So I've been waiting for a couple of days for this thing to show up, and out of nowhere I get a call, we're here. Got my own forklift now. Nothing to see here, just driving my forklift down the road. Well, I didn't make it. It's 10 o'clock. It's raining. My tools are wet. Electric forklift. It's been out in the rain. Time to get these tools dried out. Well, at least all the tools that needed to be out of the rain are now out of the rain finally. So here's what we had originally talked about, and this is super rough because my main thought was to put the tools, lined up this way. I never thought I'd be able to find a real cantilever lumber rack used for sale up here. Stuff is hard to come by. Probably right there is good, yeah. Okay. Yeah. There you go. We got our first wide belt sander. Pretty excited about it. It's an oldie and a cheapie, but shing shiny, shing shing. Yep. Now I just hope my little forklift can lift this thing. This thing's going to take a bunch of work to get cleaned up, but for the price, hopefully it works sweet. More tools. Pretty excited about these. The first of the Laguna product to show up. So we have an electrostatic, washable, rinseable pre-filter. Has a 1, 2, 3 pillow main filter. This 3 pillow design looks pretty neat. They're gonna build out the demising wall here in a few weeks. They should have that done. And right now I'm working with the electrician and the plumber. Gonna have a bathroom over here. Trying to figure out where all the tools are gonna go. Electrician really wants the details of everything, so the engineer can draw out the plans. So I'm over here doing all of my layouts, trying to figure out, moving my tools around in the shop. I tell you what, 2,000 square feet gets small fast, which is pretty crazy to say since I came from 180 square feet. So I got some pre-pallets here, and from the metal supply place, breaking them down for lumber rack. Luckily, I'm not far away from the shop, but I got to drive down the street with this. So I've already spent about 10 hours hosing these things down with WD-40, scrubbing 2/3 of them. It's hard to tell because the lighting here is so bad so far. We don't have the lights put in, but there's just It's just rust everywhere. One down, 39 to go. You know, if I was in business for a long time and had a successful business and I had money, take it as a loss. But this was a huge expense that I really bit the bullet to do because I believed in the product, you know, and I need these tool manufacturers just like they need their customers and just like I need my customers. Horrible customer service, and I got a really messed up set of clamps here. Raw mild steel, raw cast iron, just completely open crate and left out in the rain. On to better things after this, I promise. My one little rant. So the glue rack, I've had about 20 gallons of glue through this thing, a couple of hundred boards. Turns out it does get rusty after heavy usage, and it definitely does not look like it's new anymore. But Span Alaska, the shipping company, took responsibility for leaving the crate out in the rain, and they compensated me a little bit for it. But I can't say enough how much I love this rack. First really late night in the shop. Finally the clamps are cleaned up. Tell you what, this is the kind of place you look for. This is the kind of place you look for when you need material. It's, so we got some pallet racks, which great deal, but look at all this stuff, and it just goes for like picker's paradise for what you need cheap. This place is something else.
Repurpose joint.
Yes, reuse, recycle. That's where it's at. Appreciate it.
You bet.
We got 2 sets of pallet racks, different sizes. Got some pallets ready to start trying to store stuff efficiently in the shop. Okay, I'm still in the middle of stacking. It's late, but been prepping, getting loaded up on wood. This is a couple of weeks going back and forth to Alaska Hardware Specialties to get some wood. This is some of the best cherry I've seen. Got some zebra wood, some yellow heart, got some canary wood. But check out this maple. I don't know if it's gonna pick up on the camera because I don't have lights in here yet. But look at that. Some really good figured curly maple. I mean, it's gorgeous stuff. It's late, 11 o'clock, but I'm excited. Exciting, exciting. Looks like the wall's going up in a couple of days. They got the wall up on the one side. They're leaving this side open so we can do the electrical. This side we're gonna tape and mud and paint. We're going to clean and seal the floor. Chief came out to help me hammer out the wall. Say hi, Chief. I'm trying to get work done. This is not helping my situation. The long-awaited Laguna tools. New tools. Of course it's raining. I have to hurry up and get them into the shop. The tools have finally showed up. This is a Laguna 24-inch bandsaw. We got the profile sander. Can't wait to open these up. They finally made it across the ocean. It has been months. And Laguna, their customer service, they have been awesome. So huge shout out to Laguna. They helped me out a ton. Still had to pay for the tools, but couldn't do it without them. Wow, that thing is sweet. Look at this beast. Look at this blade. 1.5 inch wide. It's a 2 to 3 TPI variable, bimetal blade, and it's 201 inches around. I cannot wait to use this beast with the power feeder. I'm pretty sure we're gonna be really good friends. So they're all unboxed, ready to go. So it has these big padded brushes in between to help lift up the fibers so that they can lift up fibers and get sanded off more easily. They come in different size grit, different size splits in paper. This one's a lot more fine. This should really help for smoothing the edges on the cutting boards and other products. This beast right here weighs 200 pounds. This is the power feeder for the bandsaw. And this is the fence for the other side. It has been a while. I have not been able to keep up with, hold on. I have not been able to keep up with filming and working on the shop. It has just been a ton of work, like normal. We got the floor sealed here on half of the unit. And a big deal, finally we have some lights in here so I can record. We got some lights up, so now I can actually see what I'm doing here. Alaska has just been gorgeous lately. Snow is like 5 weeks early. We end up doing a lot of drywall. This place, my new place, is a ton of drywall and hand sanding. You know, everybody knows these. Dusty and a ton of work. I'm not physically in this kind of sanding condition right now. I woke up this morning like, how am I gonna finish the rest of this building without my arms falling off? I've had a couple shoulder surgeries. This is from Maverick Abrasives. They sent this to me to try out. I love it. Festool Vac, Hempa Vac. This is the ETS 150. This thing has saved me. You gotta be careful because it'll take a serious amount of material fast. And look at that, I mean, it's feathered and everything. I'm not sure if it's a pro tip, but it's a good one. And the added bonus to the whole thing is there's no dust. It's all in there. I cannot believe I'm ready for paint. time for the next shuffle here. The third shuffle. Bring this stuff back over here. Got paint, code base. Got the news that my truck's gonna cost 7-8 grand to fix the transmission that blew up 3 weeks ago. I've been out of a vehicle, still trying to do all this with sharing a car. My wife's working and
What's up, brother?
Hi.
my word, what is going on?
I told you I was gonna come visit you soon.
What is going on? Holy shit. What are you guys doing? Out of nowhere, my family from Southern California, from 3,500 miles away, all of my family showed up out of nowhere. I had no idea they were coming up, and it was a huge surprise. Got to hang out with them for a few days. They helped me move some stuff in the shop, and they came up here to show some support for me. So that was great. Sealing up the floor today, and I got a call that my lumber showed up. And then look at this thing. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait to make a bar or something out of that. And this, I've been waiting on for 6-7 weeks for a pile of wenge. Look at this piece of Paduke. Gloves for size there. This thing is gorgeous. 8/4. Overall, this has to be one of the nicest batches of Paduke I've seen come up here. This is gonna make for some really great product. Got a long ways to go. So I'm trying to shovel all of this snow, and this girl thinks she's helping me out. You having fun? Okay, well, I am not keeping up with recording as much as I should. It's just so long and drawn out. Still gonna be a long video, I'm sure. 4 weeks ago, the transmission went out on the truck. And to be fair, the truck has had a really hard life.
You got it. You got it.
I built the truck years ago for all my remote gold mining adventures here in Alaska, and it has been used and abused. The truck has really put in its money's worth. It has been all over Alaska, hauled some amazing things, crossed some amazing rivers and creeks. Just in case you guys are wondering why I drive such a ridiculous truck. And I just got it back. That's been brutal to have happen during all of this, because I can't afford any extra anything right now. But look at the shop, it's coming together. We got dust collectors, bandsaw, you know, start organizing some tools, putting the motor in on the bandsaw here right now, some electrical. I've been ordering lumber for a while. It's taken 6 weeks to get the right amount of lumber in. The wenge was really hard to get. Fired up the TSS table saw. That thing is going to be amazing. And then I have all the mobile bases to do. I want to modify these carts. These things are going to be awesome. Modify these carts to work for shuffling material back and forth to the right table heights of whatever tool I'm working on. Okay, it's really late and I just finished welding these things up. It's like 9 degrees outside. Welded up some mobile base parts at home because I don't have the electrical outlets here to do it. It was a late night last night. We got these done. Not too bad. Should work out pretty sweet for mobile bases. So these extensions will go in like that. Should work out pretty good. So we got the mobile base for the profile sander done. That thing came out pretty sweet. And the bandsaw base is plenty sturdy for how tall this is. So that also came out really good. These carts have been super awesome. This dust collector is sweet. Cannot wait to use it. Okay, go. Is there lots of snow? Well, I just got the phone call that my planer is here. I'm half tempted to go pick it up, but this is some serious weather. One of my most exciting tools, besides the bandsaw, the planer, the bandsaw, definitely the two tools that I'm the most excited about. Here I am at Span, Alaska, getting ready to pick up my planer. And these guys are shoveling snow off of this dome. They're roped up to the top and they're pushing the snow off of the side of this huge blow-up dome. Yep. Long-awaited Laguna planer. No, that's good. Can't wait. Glad I didn't pick it up yesterday. It was nasty. Plenty nasty today, but yesterday was almost 2 feet here in Eagle River. Let's see what's inside. couple extra bits and pieces in here that Laguna included for me that I paid for the sliding table saw. The slide extension and the scoring blade and motor and mobile base. Old trusty and my new friend Mr. P25. This thing is massive. Look at this. Got the outfeed tables on, dust chute. Went pretty good, wasn't too bad. Cannot wait to fire up this thing. Oh no. Oh, that's right on a rib. Mounting the power feeder, and this has been a lot of fun here. So here's my mounting holes. There is where the template said this hole needed to be, but the ribs are right there. And same with this guy. I had to grind off the side of that bolt to get it to fit and bring the hole out a little bit further. And all right, well, we're starting to get somewhere. Got the tabs welded on, the glue rack, got the casters put on, cut up the pallet racks to length, and welded up fixed a bunch of spots. So time to put up this one, and the glue rack will go underneath it. Well, besides the shipping and the customer service, this clamp rack is phenomenal. I cannot wait to use it. Now that I got this on casters, see what it looks like with some clamps on here. Yep, pretty excited about that. Whew, it's like -5 degrees, but new compressor made it. That thing is tippy. Really didn't want to get a new compressor, but I really didn't want to take my compressor from my little shop to here, so new shop compressor. Okay, we got the drum sander and the drill press loaded up on the trailer. It's kind of hard to do by yourself, but they are here. Add to the fleet. This should be another game changer. This one is packaged pretty well. Going to be the curing rack for all of the main batches of boards before they get cut up into lengths. Well, I forgot my GoPro, but this is the last time my wood is going to be in the storage unit. Okay, so I'm trying to record here, but the guys have moved over into the next unit and they're cutting concrete. So I got all of my cut off pieces that I've been saving for the past year that I could not utilize in the little shop because I didn't have this much room to spread all this stuff out. So these have all been cut and planed to clean up all the edges and resized. And we're going to try the glue rack to make a huge pile of chaotic boards. Well, the shop's in full motion at this point. There's 6 60-inch long by 24-inch panels. I haven't been recording very much because I'm trying to figure out all these tools and tuning them up and getting all the work done that I need to get done before Christmas here, because I'm totally going to miss Christmas. I just haven't filmed very much, like I've been saying, but these are something else. Probably spent 6 hours or so putting this slide saw together and tuning it. Everything was way out of whack. Built a little stop jig here, adjustable stop jig, since this doesn't have a slide, you know, extruded aluminum slide vents for a stop, so that should work. Getting into the Kickstarter, you know, 24-hour pre-sale that I did. Really got to get these done for people. Trying as hard as I can, 7 days a week, 12 16-hour days. But after Christmas, I'm gonna start taking 1 day off. I need time with the family. Need a break. But I mean, can't thank you guys enough for giving me this opportunity. This has been amazing, and I'm gonna do what I can to earn it. So. First big run of Chaotix is on its last glue up. This is the fourth glue up to get them to this point. So Maverick Abrasives was kind enough to make me some sandpaper for that big oscillating edge sander. And they also sent me some discs for my RO. But this, custom made sandpaper to fit that thing, a little bit of an oddball size. And I'm sure it's better than the factory grizzly paper that I got, because that has a major issue on these seams. That seam feels pretty good. See how she works. A little teaser here. Here's about 200 boards worth. They're 8-foot long strips. Got my thin strips, got my big strips. This has been a huge test run of trying to figure out the best way to run all this material. The 25-inch Laguna industrial planer, really starting to get it dialed in with the programs. It is a beast. It's awesome. Need to do a little more tuning on it. The Laguna LT 24x24 5 horsepower bandsaw with the power feeder has just been a phenomenal beast. That thing has really made short work of all these strips. Here's the strips, starting to do my layouts. These 12 chaotic blocks, they're thick. They're just a smidge over 1.75 inches. So those are nice and thick. So we got the construction part dialed in, and now I need to get the finished part dialed in. So we got 15 8-foot cutting board panels glued up, skip planed, and cured. There's a lot of sweet boards in there. 8-foot lengths. They've been cured for about 10 days. Everybody asks where I get my wood. That's the place. First roll order of wood for the shop, for the new shop, and all the people who want cutting boards. I got 1,600 board feet they got in for me, and boy, I can't wait to get this in the shop and start working. Dead tripod's in the way. Been one of the coldest winters. It's been -10 to -20 here for the past week, but quite often this past winter it has just been crazy cold. Look at this is my front door. Look at this. It's just tons of ice. And that's my lock. It's just brutal cold. So a big problem with this place is when it's -10, -20 out, this shop is 14% humidity and it dries out the product really bad. Until they have finish on it, the wood breeze, there's a lot of wood movement. We have 2 humidifiers and we go through about 15 gallons of water a day to bring this place up to about 30% humidity. So therefore I gotta keep everything covered to minimize movement. These things are so smooth, they're like glass. And that's the end part of the process of sanding, which is a pile of work. That's where we're at. What are you doing?
Shop.
Is that where you want to go?
Yeah.
Is that the little shop or the big shop?
A shop.
Little shop, yeah, okay. Which has now been turned into our finishing room and shipping. So guys at 907 Electric are doing a good job. Looking good. Electrical's in. Just a wee bit more expensive than I had planned, but they did a good job. Huge. Woo. So I guess that's what a video editing computer looks like. Only took 4 months to get it here. This should cut down my workload, my time frame for video editing in half. Back in the little shop here. Turns out I don't have enough room and I don't have the finances yet to set up a finish room in the big shop. Board conditioner, paperwork, assembly table for putting the feet on. I have all the boards organized and there's about 75 boards here. Most of them were for the pre-order and I got to work on my packaging for now. I cut foam to certain sizes to fit inside USPS boxes because they are the cheapest to ship from Alaska. Still expensive, but that's just Alaska problems. So the quality of these boards came out phenomenal. It's a step above. So really happy with the way the product has come out. Well, this is the last of the pre-orders out the door and a little bit extra, so we're finally starting to make a couple of bucks, and this has just been an amazing ride. It's been brutally hard, but I think it's been worth it. You know, it's our little family business, and we definitely look forward to what the future has in store here. So thanks for watching, and a lot more to come.
Thank you guys, we appreciate you very much.
You missed the bandsaw, girl? Where's the bandsaw? Where is it? You missed the bandsaw? Ah. Are you gonna give it hugs again? You gonna give the bandsaw hugs?